What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of not-so-indie games. Alright, this one's by Paradox, but I haven't touched it since it, came out on Epic a long time ago. Well, it's come out in 1.0 now on Steam, Surviving the Aftermath. This is a post-apocalyptic, sort of grand strategy-esque game where you, do the city builder portion, on one spot where it's a real-time city builder, but then, it's also got, an overworld map where you have, agents moving around and doing various things in order to expand the colony. So I figured we'd dive on in today and take a look at the finalized version and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you did indeed want to do that for yourself, you can look down below in the description. I'll have a link for you down there. And then you can also find my Discord and my Twitch stream where you're welcome to join me any day of the week. But yeah, I'll do my best along the ways. We've got about 25-30 minutes to kill. I'll try to give you my thoughts along the way about things that I see or that I notice or things that stand out to me as good or bad, so you can kind of have a little bit of help making a informed purchase. Let's start it on off. Modern civilization is gone. It fell apart in a time when rivaling superpowers fought over power and ideology. Too focused on themselves, nobody noticed what was coming until it was too late. Now we are all that remains, looking for a new home, looking for a way to start over in an age that we call the Aftermath. Alright, nah dude, I don't need tutorial, we'll figure it out, it'll be fine. It's a city builder, we'll slam, I'm sure there'll be little icons that turn red and you're like, oh, I need to build this in order to fix this. Alright, so in a post-apocalyptic world, the dangers are everywhere. I'm assuming that we're deciding how hard the game's gonna be. We'll go ahead and go with the normal difficulty. Catastrophes are still sweeping across the continents. Should we push deeper into the wasteland or stay in a safe area? Okay. We'll just put everything on, the default. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's have plenty of fertile soil, though. That sounds nice for farming and whatnot. Scouring resources from the wasteland is more difficult and dangerous. What is left is contaminated or broken. We managed through a combination of survival skills and luck. There have been encounters with other groups as well. Okay. Our ideology. We can trust our basic skills. We can take care and protect the people, or we can aim for progress and technology. You know, I feel like the guy that wins the technological race is more than likely going to be the one that sticks it out for the long term. And me being a fan of sticking it out, I'm going to go for technology focus. Now then, we get to pick two specialists. We've got Platty, who has apparently got a platypus on her head. All right. I feel like we take a scavenger. Each one of these people, by the way, has different stats and stuff. You can kind of pick and choose who you want. But I feel like we take somebody that's got damage, and I feel like we take somebody that's really good at scavenging. So that we have, basically a housecarl, and then we have somebody that can go out and get things for us. So, maybe we'll go with, Nadia. That sounds good. And then, is there anybody else in here that's got Scrappa? There you go. Let's take him. He's got that good psychotic eye. And as long as the psychotic eye is guided towards what it should look upon by me, I'm okay with it. We'll go with a green flag over here. We've got a bear right there. That's pretty cool. We've got a raptor over on this side. Yeah, that'd be pretty rad too. There's not very many. Oh, there we go. That's Nerd Castle. It's got a crown and stuff. Sounds good. Let's do that. Sweet, dude. Our colony name is gonna be, oh, I don't know. We're gonna call it Poo Pile 5000. And then the colony motto is, we really kinda stink. I mean, it's not a great rallying cry, but it does go along with sort of the general theme of us living in a giant waste dump. That's mentally, I was okay, so a post-apocalyptic city is probably they don't have any waste management. They don't have sewers. They don't have, a sanitation department. And I just sort of feel like it would be really smelly and gross, and there would be things you generally have to clean off the bottom of your shoe with a stick everywhere.
The world is in ruins. Things once considered mundane are hard to find, and habitable land is no exception. A settler has finally found a spot for a new colony. With a place to call home, it is time for a new beginning. Welcome to the Aftermath, survivor.
All right, so we got to build a campsite in order to make that like the center of our colony. There's our campsite. Like, how big is this area over here? It's pretty beefy. It's not small. I don't know if I really want to be that near to the border. Can't place on an unexplored area. Well, bro, get moving. Oh, I guess he doesn't get moving like that, I suppose. All right, fair enough. Well, then I guess we'll just build like right... Yeah. Sounds good to me. Be on your way, settler. Like, I wanted to kind of have the settler wander around and sort of explore little areas, but like... I guess we'll just be right next to the barricade. I don't really like having my center of governance so close to like the wall. I'd like to have like, you know... Oh no, there's pollution over there? Well, that's not bueno. Oh, there's pollution everywhere. I don't feel as bad about it.
There are survivors waiting for a signal from the settler. They are cold and hungry, yet willing to work, should the colony take care of them in return. They can be invited in right away or later, in case the settlement needs more time to prepare.
Shoot the flare, why not? Get them on in here. Bring on in the new friends. I don't think the flare was a fantastic idea, though, just because, like, wouldn't that signal to, like, other people that were in the area, too? Like, I know that if I was a wasteland raider...
Your first colonists have arrived. Prompted by the signal flare, the rest of the group arrives at the prepared campsite. Despite all the hardship ahead, it's time to rebuild and turn this hostile place into a home.
The guy that's talking sounds like he's talking to me through like a tin can. Like, there's a lot of reverb on that guy's voice. It's really got a little bit of echo to it. All right. There's all of our settlers. They're chilling. My guess would be that they probably want to have houses and stuff to live inside of. So we've got a minor happiness penalty, can be heated during winter storms, decreased birth rate. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say we should probably get people wrapped up in tents. But let's take a look at the UI here. So we've got 7 colonists. It looks like 7 carriers, 11 population. Okay. We've got 90 food at the moment. You know, that's fuel for human beings. It's like, you know, you put gasoline in a car. If you've never seen food before, I'll explain what that is to you. We've got water right now. That looks pretty bad. It's got a minus in front of it, so I guess we don't have much of that. We have no electricity. We've got wood. We've got plastic. We've got metal. We've got concrete, parts, components, tools, clothes, weapons, medicine, firewood, science points, money, and then others. Crates. As far as it goes, we are 7 hours into the day right now. Let's take a look and see what sort of like construction stuff we can do. So we have a stockpile over here. I get 1 free placement. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that then. I'll put the stockpile, I think, just sort of right up here next to, you know, right up next to our main living area. It looks like we get a food storage as well. We'll probably put that right. Where's the front of this thing? I don't know which part of that is the front and which part of that is the back, but I'm going to put it along our main little road right there. What else do we have for free? We got a couple of free tents. I like it. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to place all of these people. Like, listen. I'm going to do some devious survival stuff right here. But I want all of the villagers living in between me and potential enemies that might come through that gate, okay? I'm not in the post-apocalypse to be a good person. I was just explaining my rationale to you a second ago about, like, if I was a wasteland raider and I saw a flare go up in the sky, I would think to myself, yeah, I'm going to pick up this weird pipe shotgun that I own, and I'm going to go investigate that with 15 or 16 of my friends. That's all that I'm saying. Do we have anything else free we can place? We've got a free Vasa. Okay, so we've got a Vasa collector. I'll put that right there. Yeah, cool. Sounds like a decent plan. Free placements apparently get done like instantly. There are no active deposits. Yeah, that's because I haven't told anybody to do anything yet. There will be one day. We'll go ahead and move your work area over to there. We will move your work area. So what do you guys gather? You guys just gather like doo-doo that's laying around? Okay, yeah, go grab the doo-doo piles, man. We got jobs to get done here. Does it auto-assign people to these, or is this something that I basically have to like kind of babysit myself? I mean, it looks like they're going out to do stuff, so I feel like we're not too toasted right there. Let's take a look at what some of the other buildings are. So we've got clean water storage right there. We can also get a well. It has to be built away from other wells. Okay. I'm assuming we've got overlays and stuff. This is a Paradox game, so if it doesn't have like 900 different overlays that tell you like all about how to do everything, I'd be really surprised. I'll probably put a well in like back. Do I need more workers for it though? Well, I don't think we need that many more houses. So I'm sort of the opinion that we just like stamp out a couple more. Yeah, you go live right next to the place you work. Just to remind you that you have tasks to accomplish. It looks like 3 people live inside each one of these. 2 more of these should take us up to 12, so we should have enough room for everybody. I'll probably put some houses that back up to this right here. It looks like they are going out to... Yeah, they're moving stuff. Looks good. We got one person gathering water over here. We're no longer negative, huh? We're looking pretty good. It could be worse. These guys are gathering some Wooda over there. You'll love to see it. Okay, well, get them houses done, and then we'll kind of figure out what we want to do next. My colony prestige. Okay, so we do milestones, and we unlock new decorations and stuff, so we can get, like, a super sweet skull on a stick to remind people that, you know, our faction is the best faction, and all other factions should fall back sharp. Now, it has come to my attention that everything we have requires plastic. I was kind of going through some of the building stuff over here. So that makes me think that we're going to need like a recycler before too long. It takes 45 wood, and we can actually afford it right now. So like I would throw in the recycler over here just to sort of like guarantee in some small way. Does it have to attach to the node? No, it doesn't need to attach to the node. That's just like it's facing with the little arrows. Okay, we'll put it right there. Sounds good to me. I don't know if there's going to be like a lumberjack or anything else. There is. There's a lumberyard. So there you go. Lumberyard. We're going to scavenge off of piles first, though. The other thing that I was kind of like looking at and thinking about was that we have had like no food production thus far. It does look like someone just now is out here in the berry patch gathering some stuff. And so hopefully that'll be all good. Apparently we need to split ourselves between meat-based nutrition and also plant-based nutrition. I'm going to give it a little bit more speed just to see what kind of unfolds. We picked up 6 berries, but it hasn't been added to our production just yet. So maybe production is limited to like farming projects and stuff like that. I don't know. So we're waiting for workers over on that one right there. Good to know. We don't have any workers at the moment, so we got to wait for people to kind of grow up and do their thing. On this right here, Poopile Tap 5000, we've got like research over on this side. It says that there's no hazards over there. So I sort of feel like it might be worth it. Oh, I got to rebuild the gate first before I can send out specialists. Gotcha. Okay, so until we have a gate, we can't be happy. The gate's going to take 175 plastic and 190 wood. We have the wood. Alas, we hath not the plastic. So we're going to have to figure that out at some point. Luckily, there's lots of plastic garbage around. So that's really, really nice. So we're producing 12, we're consuming 11. Yeah, I do feel like we're probably going to need some kind of water tower or like water catch or something like that. We can get a well. There's a clean water storage over here. I'm trying to be careful with the remainder of my plastics, though, just to make sure. If I take that off right there, will people assign themselves? That's what it was. I was reserving everybody for scavenging jobs. Now we've got people. There you go. It's your new job, digging up plastic bottles. Welcome to a satisfying career in sanitation. Enjoy your stay. You can never leave. So as far as I can tell with this building right here, they bring in the plastic scrap and they turn it into usable scrap. I don't know if they do that before they go back out to grab more. It looks like they do. It looks like they just kind of take care of it on the spot. We've got a few more berry bushes on this side, which I'm really thankful for. That should help out because our food is actively dropping at kind of like an unsustainable rate right now. What we really need is more population. If we can get some of these kids to grow up and like get a few more workers. I think there's also like randomized events from what I remember in this game where sometimes people will be like, please help us. We live outside the veil. Our faces are rotting off and we have boils. And you can be like, cool, welcome to my colony. I'd like to have boils too. And you can just invite them in with all of their infectious diseases. 107 plastic right there. Not too bad. I'm just going to let it ride until we have enough to fix the gate, in all honesty. There's a commotion in the camp. Uh-oh.
Suddenly, muffled cries for help start echoing from one of the shelters. Inside, a large hole has opened up in the ground, swallowing the poor colonist.
Yeah, I've had the same thing happen to me, but the hole was metaphorical. The shelter was apparently built on top of a sinkhole. Don't you just love it? So we don't just have radioactivity, terrible weather, and a lack of clothing, food, and medicine. We now have to deal with being swallowed by the Earth God himself. Yeah, let's make a ladder. All right, nearby colonists fetch wood from the stockpile. They fashion a crude but functional ladder to lower down into the sinkhole. He climbs up, rattled but otherwise unscathed. The hole is filled and carefully covered to prevent any future surprises. 20 happiness? Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Bring that on up. Come to Poop Aisle 5000, where we will deign to rescue you with a ladder when you inevitably fall into the sinkhole, the C-note that we have built our society on top of. But don't worry, the sacrifices to the Earth God make the corn grow better. So, like, you're not dying for nothing. If nothing else, you're not dying in vain. It could be worse. You could be dying for, nothing. It could be considerably worse. Oh, I guess I'm not really scavenging wood anymore. I don't think we need to, though, dude. We have so much wood right now. Like, so I'll move that later. That's what I'll do. I'll move that around a little bit later. Our food supply is, like, doing terrible right now. What if I put you on there where there is more berries? What if, I'm going to throw a hypothetical out there, only one worker can go to each berry bush, and that has been the stopgap in the throughput of success that is the festive berries that we were pulling from the forest. What if? Imagine, what if? Uh-oh, we got an event popping up. Somebody stole some planks. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Someone seems to have been stealing wood from the storage. A few colonists go to investigate, and after a bit of detective work, return with a group of rowdy children, one under each arm.
Apparently they used the planks to build a tree fort in the nearby forest. I don't know, leave it alone, dude. Let the kids have their fun. Who's gonna miss a few planks anyways? The children are practically beaming with joy after hearing that their precious fort is saved. They thank you profusely. The next day you find a crude yet immensely colorful thank you card by the campsite decorated with whatever might pass for finger paint. Well, there you go, dude. I know where you got the green from. Let's go ahead and we'll knock that happiness on up a little bit because we are taking a happiness debuff every X amount of time. Colonist Raphael has been irradiated, but he's already got the right name, so now he can be like a ninja turtle. Although I guess there's probably not a lot of turtles around here. He'll be like a ninja deer. He was bit by a radioactive doe. Teenage Mutant Ninja Quadrupeds. It doesn't really fit quite as well, I'll be honest with you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Antlers. Like, it's closer. I don't know, like elk, deer, moose. All of those various animals only have one syllable, so I feel like it's going to be really hard to resolve the melody there. So, like, is this guy just going to, like, flat out die because we have no way to treat him? I'm guessing we need, like, a medical tent or something. Yeah, heals colonists of their various conditions. Okay, well, let's throw in a medical tent real fast. There we go. Get her propped up. Unfortunately, that's going to take a little bit of a toll on our resources, so I'm going to have to set up some new work areas. Let's go ahead and I'll have them... They're gathering wood kind of close to that radiation over there. But I think as long as they don't lick anything glowing, they'll be okay. With these colonists, that can be kind of like a hard request to honor. You'd be like, hey, don't lick stuff, but like, they're going to do what they do, okay? But we need more wood and more plastic now to build the gate because we let the little kids steal the planks, and so we also had to build the medical tent. Life is what it is out here in the apocalypse. Sometimes you've got to make a little bit of like an organizational pivot to make sure people survive the experience. Raphael, you want to jump up in there and get unirradiated, dude? I don't even know how to fix up radiation. Like, what do we do? Like, throw some salt on him or something? Like, we just throw some salt on him and hose him down? I don't know. I've never dealt with radiation before, so honestly, I don't really have a whole lot of... I don't have a... Oh, dude, what happened to our building over here? Yeah, go ahead and repair it. Apparently, this thing doing like its little bloaty poppy radiation zit thing appears to be kind of bad. Oh, he's unirradiated. Is that him right there? Yeah, that's him. He's unirradiated, dude. We saved his life. He's no longer contaminated. That's what I like to hear. Colonist has an idea. I can't wait to hear it. Hit me with it.
The colonist approaches, looking more than a little nervous. She says that she might be able to provide some clothing for the colony.
Her grandmother used to teach her when she was a child, and she seems confident that she knows how it goes. Can her skills be trusted? I don't know if I have 24 fibers. Do it. All right, she's handled the fiber, and she seems grateful for your trust. The work takes time, but she comes back with stunning traditional garb. Sweet, dude. We got like 5 shirts. Awesome. We can't have people walking around naked, okay? Just the laughter, the pointing, the general disruption to workflow. It's all just kind of like unacceptable. So I figure what's wrong with this guy? He needs a shower. Is that what it is? They need an outhouse or a sauna to wash themselves. Okay, well, apparently we're also making like another divergent move. I mean, it doesn't seem so hard to build an outhouse. It says it produces pollution. So my guess would be we kind of want it like on the outskirts over there. But I'll go ahead and do that so that people can clean on up. I'm kind of like, I'm not an obsessive hand washer, but I am a hand washer. Sometimes, you know, you feel like that feeling on your hand where you're like, I'm going to go wash my hands real fast. I don't know if I'm like the only person that does that, but sometimes I'm like, I need to wash my hands, dude. Just out of nowhere. I haven't been doing anything particularly dirty. I haven't been like overexerting myself or doing anything that's particularly messy, but sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna go wash my hands real fast. Like, I don't use antibacterial soap every time. I just use the water real fast because I heard that using the antibacterial soap all the time is bad for you. I don't know if it's true or not, but I believe everything I read on the internet because that's how I live my life. I'm a wild child. And so, like, you know, I don't know if anybody's actually gonna build this thing. Oh, no, they came out here. Nice, dude. Get that honey bucket rocking. I'm going to guess that, like, only one person can go inside of these, right? Yeah, it's got room for, like, one guy. And apparently, over time, it gets contaminated. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. But somebody's scrubbing up right now. Maybe I'll do, like, a second one real fast, too. We'll just kind of have, like, a row of outhouses sort of, like, right next to our water supply. Because that's a smart thing to do. That's what all intelligent survivalists will advise you to do, is you should always build your outhouses right on top of your water supply. It just adds a little bit of extra flavor. It adds some extra nutrients. It makes the water go down more gooder. It keeps you regular. Mark is burning up. Why are you burning up? Stop burning up, dude. Don't do that. Apparently he's just like too hot. Oh, no, he's infected. Okay. Well, I still have medicine left, so, like, antibiotic that fool, and let's just move on before he catches everybody else in illness. I may be able to bulldoze one of these once everybody's gotten themselves all nice and scrubbed and clean and everybody's not smelling like a cattle ranch. The wood resources have been depleted. That's fine by me. Good for you. Get those wood resources depleted. There's a little bit more wood, like, over here. I don't know if it's worth going after, but I will consider it. I will give it some serious thought. I do want to get the gate knocked out so that we can start scavenging, like, sooner rather than later. Did she get somebody else sick, too? Or is that the same? What is it with Raphael, dude? What are you, like, a disease magnet? My guy just walks around town catching every disease that doesn't have a home. The dude's like a petaholic, but with, like, microbes. I'm like, yeah, dude, I could fit a few more amoebas in my tent. Sure. There is room for all, and all are welcome. We have enough for the gate, so we should probably do that. It seems like an important thing to do. At times, I think I won't make it. Well, I mean, if you continue, you know, if you continue this trend that you've sort of had going of, like, inspecting everything with your tongue rather than with your eyes, then, yeah, dude. I think over the long term, you're going to have a bad time. I believe my colonists are infecting each other. That's the feeling that I'm getting right now. Yeah, it seems like we have some fairly serious health issues going on at the moment. At least we built the medical tent, so we can solve that up real quick. Food's looking good. Water's not looking the best. Could probably be better. Should probably make a well somewhere. That's probably what a smart person would do. But I'm going to wait till it goes negative. I don't want to burn through any of my resources or whatever. We got an event that we got to resolve.
Not everybody is equally skilled in the art of building, but one of the colonists seems extraordinarily bad at it.
His tent looks like it'll collapse at any moment. The tarps are ripping apart. Regardless, he insists he knows what he's doing. Improve the tent, bro. Against his wishes, you make adjustments to his home. He is displeased but mumbles his thanks. All right. I just wanted some more happiness. Like, I'm just trying to keep everybody cheery around here. We apparently have some kind of coronavirus outbreak that we just can't seem to shake. And so, like, I feel like at this point, it's a good idea. We still need like 100 more. Man, it's taking a hot minute to build this gate up. The gate needs 10 more plastic, and it's coming. My man's waddling his way out here as fast as he can. I don't know if we have any free builders right now, though. You don't start with a lot of population, so it's kind of like, you do your best with what you've got going on. Bessie, are you going to be the champion we deserve? There you go. Throw down some random rickety fences. That's how a building's built. Looks like it's going to take a little while before it gets done, though. All in all, I feel like our resources are in a solid place. Like, we're up on food by like 40, which is fantastic. I don't think we have any meat left because everybody ate all the meat first, so we're going to have to figure out how to resolve that before too long. But I feel like when we open the gate, we're probably going to get like an influx of colonists. That would be my guess, is that this doesn't grow until you do the gate. Like, this seems to sort of be like the catalyst or like the initiator of the game proper. Like, prior to this being built, you've got like, you know, this little tutorial or kind of quiet area period where you can look after the basics, and then from there, I bet we're going to get lots of immigration events and stuff once this opens back on up. I don't know if there's going to be any friction between personalities as that occurs, but it's too late now. We've already dedicated ourselves to the task.
Congratulations. You've rebuilt the gate and gained access to the world map. The gate is now open, and the vast world stands ready for your specialists to explore. This progress has not gone unnoticed, though. Soon, your colony will begin attracting various folks. Some good, others desperate, some tricksters, and those who just want to see you destroyed.
Okay.
We've reached a milestone.
Okay, so if we have free workers, we basically have like guys with rifles or something on the wall. You guys want to be friends? I could definitely use more workers.
A ragged bunch shuffles slowly towards the gate.
I don't believe the government designed this. People aren't that cruel, but they are stupid. Someone made a mistake they couldn't fix. Okay, so we've got 7 adults, 3 children, and a specialist, it looks like, who does 25 damage. And, man, if I had known I was going to get somebody that had, like, max damage and max scavenge, I wouldn't have taken the scavengers. I would have taken researchers. Weak, dude. All right. Welcome on in. We're going to need to build some houses. Namely, we're going to need 3 houses. So I'm going to go ahead and get that rocking real fast. I'm going to try to design these in such a way that I can put a bonfire like in the middle of these in order to kind of like warm all of them once the winter gets here. Like, I'd like to have a big enough gap that we can make that happen. But there's all 3 of our shelters. We're not going to have the resources for it right now, but we just got like a big influx of more workers that will like automatically assign themselves to whatever jobs are available. And so I do think that that's going to help in the long term. Let's go out to the world map and play around with this. Okay, so I'm going to send her to the world map. That way we have, like, somebody up here. And I want you to go and get the tools for me, would you? Yeah, go get the tools for me. And you just kind of hang out there. You are also a scavenger, so I feel fairly confident about sending you to the world map as well. We'll keep one fighter at home. We'll send her over there with our other AP to go get some more clothing, because I've got a feeling they're going to wear out their clothing with time. We can also start scouting neighboring sectors, although I don't know if that's going to require like an exchange of goods or something like that. Oh, look at that. Our colony prestige is way up. Nice. It went up by 4 whole times. You love to see it. Wood's coming on in. Oh, yeah, water. Water's a thing that we're going to need now that we have more people. Okay, now that we have more peepos, let's go ahead and I will put the water. Let's just put it right near kind of other town buildings. There we go. I'll put it right there. It's a good spot for the public. Well, oh, what is that? Oh my God in heaven. Okay, I enjoyed no parts of that. So we live in a world where rocks just kind of like precariously swing from God's balls until they decide to smack us in the face. Fair enough. I didn't realize that flying bolides were going to be such a major risk here. I think as long as we can get these tents up, though, before the end of the day, we'll be in solid shape. I'll assign somebody. We could definitely use better plastic income. Looks like they're knocking it out, so that's good. Now that we have more people, so is it mostly like children? We got 14 adults, so we actually only got like 3 more adults, which is not inherently ideal, but sort of is what it is. But our water is taken care of for now. I think food is going to be a lot worse as time goes along, so I think like investigating the possibility of, oh, okay, I can put down decorative bushes. Fun. I don't think we need any azaleas or any like lilacs or anything right now. I think we'll be okay just focusing on the things that keep us alive. I think a fishing pier is actually a pretty solid idea. We have water nearby, so like why not utilize it? Yes? I mean, the other option is a trapper, which will give us meat. And it looks like kind of like the further out we put them in the woods, the better off they'll be. Okay.
We've reached a milestone.
Oh, we had a baby. Nice, dude. Yeah, if we can, I don't know. We got to pick a forest to be chopped and a forest to be hunted. I guess I'll go with that one right there. You now live in the woods inside your hunter's hut. Enjoy. Colonist Francis is homeless still? All right. I can fix this. I can fix this. We'll just have your house back up right to the outhouse. Am I bad at math? Yes. Does that preclude me from running a colony effectively? I, as the sole arbiter of justice, say no.
All done.
All right, so we got 15 resources from right there. We found $100. Sweet, dude. Yeah, go scout that neighboring territory. Let me know how that goes.
Job done.
What do you have going on? We got 19 coats. I'll take that.
Of course.
We'll do a little bit of scouting as well, just to see what's along the edges and peripheries of our world. I do like that the game is real-time and not, like, turn-based. I would imagine that combining a game with, like, an overworld map like that when it's real-time would be very, very difficult because it's hard to monitor both maps at the same time. But I do like it. How contaminated are these? So, like, when these are contaminated, like, I don't know. So we need decontamination. I don't think we have that technology yet. It would be nice to have that technology, but I don't think we have that technology. I'm not going to build the food building until I see our food kind of falling off. A wide variety of food is critical for survival. Oh, well, maybe I should do it then. We don't have any workers to work it is really my main thing. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the fishery in, I guess. Oh, we have 22 people now. No, we had 22 people before. It's just not telling me the amount of adults I have. So we got 14 adults. All right. Well, I think we're more or less tapped out on sort of like gathering and whatnot. They're still breaking down some of these houses over here. We already did this right here. And it looks like they just place traps and like get rabbits and stuff. He's chopping down a tree. Curious. It looks like she caught something, so that's good. She got venison, apparently, from out of the woods. She chopped venison out of a tree. What are you, Moses? You've got, like, magic sorcerer powers? Colonist Jacob has mutated? What the hell does that mean? Like, I know what mutation means, but, like...
Mission complete.
Oh, cool, you found some stuff. Is that, like, antibiotics? What is that right there, like a candy factory? It's literally a candy factory. This is the best decision I've ever made. We're going after the candies, dude. We're going after the candies. I gotta do it. Like, how many Snickers bars do you think are like, how many Butterfingers, Crunch bars, how many do you think still exist? We may be on the cusp of, like, the final infusion. You know what I mean? Like, And I'll be damned if I'm not going to enjoy that candy. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to go get that candy. We're going to get that candy, like, right now. Like, that candy, my candy.
Yes?
And then we'll name ourselves something awesome. We'll no longer be Poo Pile 5000. Instead, we will be, like, Candy Forge. And people will come from the post-apocalyptic wastes in order to visit and take part in the majesty that is Candy Forge. Okay, my specialist has recharged her HP or her AP, so we'll have her do that. She has scouted out a new area, and it looks like there are 15 bandits over there. They're evenly matched? How tough are you that you can consistently... Alright, so I just have to address that this character is far beyond my capabilities. I see 15 armed men, and I think to myself, yup, I'm going the other way. She sees 15 armed guys, and she's like, I could take them. Like, what? What is that right there? Pills? Iodine pills for getting rid of radiation. Okay. Fair enough. And those right there are antibiotics? Yep. Go get the antibiotics first. Yeah, go get the antibiotics first. I think the antibiotics are going to be more important than going and getting iodine pills or whatever. Especially since I've got the outhouses like right next to my water supply. I just feel like there's a really, really good chance of amoebas getting into places that they shouldn't get into. So I feel kind of like strongly that there is a large opportunity for things to go wrong. That's just sort of the way that I'm thinking about it right now. I was like, yeah, this definitely thinks like something goes wrong. It seems like these notifications stay up for a long time. We have gathered all of the berries. I don't know if they regrow seasonally or if that's going to be replenishing or not. Suppose we'll take our chances, but it bought us enough time to create a fish storage, and it bought us enough time to also get a trapper. So at least we have like a little bit of food coming on in, and they have produced both fish and meat while we've been sitting here playing, so that's good. We've got diplomacy over here, so we can make friends with other nations or whatever. Milestones-wise, it looks like we've unlocked a number of these. Science-wise, what can we do with... Okay, so we've got skinning upgrades. We've got extra work slots. We've got basic farming. Okay. Yeah, we'll go... Oh, I do like that they allow you to queue up researches. That's really, really nice. That's one of those like little features that a lot of games miss out on. And so anyways... This is surviving the aftermath. I missed this one for the most part because I was playing that other one. There was another... What is this?
The local bandit group Rippers are violent, but disorganized, and they have scattered into small subgroups across the wasteland. Every once in a while, a leader emerges and, through charisma or brute force, rallies them under a single banner.
So our colonists want to go on a raider hunt. Do it. Go kill the bastards. Go get them. Is it on the world map? Oh, it is on the world map.
Ready.
You redivert then. Your job is to go murder them now. It is going to happen. Like I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It might not happen right now, but you know. Let's take a look at the options menu since we're getting kind of close to the close here. So inside of our general settings, it looks like we can adjust our autosave frequency. I like that a lot. Safe area size, I don't really know what that means. You can turn on and off the tutorial. Apparently the game has Twitch integration so they can vote on events to mess with you or whatever. Inside graphics, we've got VSync just in case you get hit with tearing. We've got resolution, aspect ratio. It looks like inside windowed mode, we can go windowed full screen window. So that's good. We can select what display the game goes onto. That's very, very nice so that you don't have to do the old Alt-Enter trick. We can also set a frame rate limit, which is fantastic. That's really, really good. Sometimes, like, running at 400 frames or whatever, just it's unnecessary processing power. Most of these seem to be graphical presets, like just high, ultra, so on and so forth, but anti-aliasing is there just in case you want to smooth out the models. We can change the render scale for the tightness of the textures and things of that nature. And it seems to be split up by quite a lot, actually. I like this menu right here. This is a good menu. As far as the audio splitter goes, bog standard stuff, boilerplate, music, sound effects, voice. Controls, it looks like the game is playable with a controller, which is actually kind of interesting. We can get edge scrolling just in case you like to do it the old command and conquer way. You can invert the camera rotation, which is an interesting one. Key bindings, it looks like, yep, those are all fully rekey bindable, so that's good. And so there's your options menu. My name is Splattercat. I don't think I played this one because I was playing that other post-apocalyptic city builder. Two of them came out at the same time, Surviving the Aftermath, and then there was another one, and they released like 2 days apart from one another. And so I think I played the other one and just like largely ignored this one. I haven't seen anything thus far that's really jumped out at me as being terrible, but then again, we haven't gotten to the diplomacy phase yet. We haven't gotten to kind of like a lot of the interactive type phases of the game, and so maybe that's where things will fall apart. But as of right now, everything seems to be fairly functional. Functional frame rates are pretty good. Sound design seems all right. The building seems satisfying. The idea of the gate kind of causing events that you need to resolve seem pretty cool. I am very interested in playing around on the overworld map. In fact, I think that's probably one of the most appealing parts of the game to me personally, is that like I want to mess around with the overworld map and I want to do like some of these fights or whatever. But yeah, Surviving the Aftermath. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. Take care, everybody, and that's about all that I've got for you. Maybe we'll try to put together like a stream of this one so that we can get a little bit further on into the game, possibly. Maybe on the day this video goes live. It sounds pretty good to me. I'll see y'all later. Take care, everybody.